By way of contrast with the more hectic civilization in which we live, let us turn for a brief moment to ancient India, which had its day of strife and confusion many centuries ago, when powerful Mughal emperors and Maharajas ruled the land and determined the way of life for almost a third of the world's population. We are at Amber, formerly the capital of Jaipur state, but now a deserted city, with its imposing palace, no more than a landmark for visitors who come here from all parts of the world. There are several of these deserted cities throughout India, which are built at enormous cost and then suddenly abandoned by the whim of an extravagant ruler who apparently enjoyed the thrill of building new palaces and new cities. Incidentally, these elephants are taken out from the present capital city of Jaipur to Amber, a distance of about 5 miles, for the sole purpose of providing transportation for tourists who drive within sight of Amber by automobile and then explore the deserted city on the backs of elephants. But when the tourist trade is over, Amber again becomes a deserted city with no sign of life except the royal peacocks, which have never left their ancient capital, breeding through the centuries and finding in Amber enough to provide them with the necessities of life, the last vestige of color and regal pride living in the city of Amber. And now we come to the new capital of Jaipur state, known as Jaipur City, which was built over 2 centuries ago by the mathematician and astronomer Jai Singh, who aspired to make it the most wonderful city in India and succeeded at least in making it the most colorful. The buildings are painted in one uniform color, a rose pink, which reflects a soft and fascinating light, giving to Jaipur the appropriate name of the Pink City. Being the dream of a mathematician, Jaipur is laid out with the greatest of regularity. The main street is over 100 feet in width and about 2 miles in length. In Hindu religion, which believes that every soul passes through the whole animal kingdom, the cow is regarded as a mother to her worshipers. If she chooses to go walking down the main street, that's her business, and nobody dares to interfere. She is a citizen of the community and a mother of the populace. Perhaps there is no place in the world where birds and dumb beasts live in closer proximity with mankind than they do here in Jaipur. The reason for this may be due to the fact that the Jain religion, a more orthodox branch of Hinduism, which thrives here, prohibits the injuring or killing of anything that lives. The adherents of this doctrine, numbering about 1 million of India's population, would not so much as lift a finger to brush a fly or an insect from their babies' eyes. Moreover, Jains actually support beast hospitals where old or lame animals are housed and fed. Aside from the extremes of religious fanaticism, this kindness to dumb animals seems to reflect itself upon the people of Jaipur, where they are of a contented and peaceful nature, living in a sort of bovine resignation to life as it chooses to deal with them and all that lives around them. The people of Jaipur are naturally vegetarians, as their religion forbids them to eat flesh, fish, or fowl. Consequently, the marketplace abounds in a great assortment of vegetables and fruits. For centuries, Jaipur has been noted for its brass industry, and nowhere else in the world can we find a more interesting variety of handmade brass goods. The streets of Jaipur are like the counters of a modern department store, where one may purchase at bargain prices a conglomeration of articles that are typical of India. Few travelers pass this way without acquiring at least one of the countless objects on display. But if a man is not in the mood for shopping, he may take advantage of the time, while waiting for his lady friend, by having a first-class shave. Oddly enough, no soap is used by this tonsorial artist. Nothing but a little cold water to soften the beard, a straight razor, and a steady hand. If he so much as cuts his customer the slightest fraction of an inch, the result is a free shave for the lucky victim. No commodity in India is used on so large a scale as cotton, and this is easy to understand when we consider that a vast majority of the population is attired only in cotton cloth, dyed in every color known to man, and usually spread out upon the street to dry, as we see it here. Behind the street life in a more subdued environment are numerous little interiors where beautiful cloth goods are adorned with gold and silver threads, shaping colorful patterns that are characteristic of India. An interesting feature of this intricate needlework is the fact that it is all performed by men. The shops in which these luxurious patterns are designed are usually owned by wealthy proprietors, in the children of whom we see the cultured types of the higher castes of India. Little girls in their cradles are often betrothed by their parents to boys and young men, and it is not uncommon for a girl of 12 years to be married. The mark in the center of this girl's forehead signifies that she is married or about to be married. It is also used by the less orthodox girls as a sign of beauty. In colorful contrast to the high caste children are the street urchins, who are of a lower caste with no more social status than the animals with whom they mingle so freely. And so life goes on in the pink city of Jaipur, where man and bird and beast appear to mingle in a spirit of peace and contentment, yesterday, today, and tomorrow, being one and the same to a people who accept fate as the destiny of life.